In this video, I will cover 3 things you need to know about criminal records in Canada. I'm Dan Joffe, lawyer at NextLaw, Canada's only law firm dedicated to pardons and U.S. waivers. Let's get started. First, what is a criminal record in Canada? In Canada, a criminal record is a record of someone's involvement with the criminal justice system that begins with the police. If you were charged under the Criminal Code of Canada, you will have a criminal record in the Canadian Police Information Centre database, referred to as the CPIC database. This CPIC database is managed by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, known as the RCMP. When someone conducts a criminal background check, that check will search the RCMP's CPIC database. If you were convicted of a criminal charge, that conviction will show up on your background check. The only way to remove that conviction is to get a pardon, now called a record suspension. If you were charged but not convicted, you still have a criminal record that will show up on a background check in Canada. You need to get a file destruction to remove traces of your criminal record from the CPIC database. Second, how do you know if you have a criminal record in Canada? Most people know you have a criminal record if you were convicted of a criminal charge under the Criminal Code of Canada. But most people don't know that you will have a criminal record in 4 other situations. 1, if you were charged under the Criminal Code of Canada but not convicted, you have a criminal record. 2, if the police fingerprinted you, you have a criminal record. 3, if you were not fingerprinted but charged under the Criminal Code of Canada, you have a criminal record. And 4, if you were a suspect in a criminal investigation, your name and date of birth would be kept in police files called incident reports. Even if criminal charges were not filed, a police record search would disclose that you were involved in a criminal investigation. 3, are criminal records public in Canada? Generally, no, criminal records are not public in Canada. There are some exceptions in the context of other laws, for example, regulating firearms or protecting children. In Ontario, the law states that access to your criminal record is prohibited unless you give written consent. For example, most jobs, promotions, or volunteer work require you to be subject to a criminal record background check, and as part of the application process will require you to consent in writing that they can conduct a background check. Finally, the most important factor in getting your pardon is to get your application right. Mistakes will cost you time and in some cases rejection. We are Canada's only law firm dedicated to pardons and U.S. waivers. Let's get your application done right for a reasonable cost. Click on the link below to schedule a free, no obligation call.